Hey guys, welcome back to my Minecraft world. We are doing a lot of building today, and it somewhat stems from stuff we established the other week when I was streaming to celebrate my channel's 3rd birthday. We did all this stuff over here. Got a little guard tower out here, a little bridge, and so on. Hold on. And we got our big ancient elf weapons offensive magic testing tunnels punched through the cliff face here. And we've got this village that we built all in the same week for the most part. I did kind of do another details pass and so on in the week following, but this is all available as a free world download. If you're so inclined, you just have to pop down in the description, join my Discord, and it's free. Anyway, the thing that I kind of trialed the thing that I trialed last time when I built all this stuff was basically the thing that I've kind of been alluding to for a few weeks, maybe even a couple of months now, where I've been trying to get to a point where I can build stuff quicker, or at least design stuff quicker, and make progress happen quicker in my single player world. I want to get to all the stories that I want to tell and all that sort of stuff with lore and whatever. So the thing that I was doing here was I had, in case you missed last episode, I did detail it last episode, but quick version, I have a sort of, this is the main build that I started with in this place, and it kind of determined the aesthetic for the rest of the village, right? So this set the baseline for all the different details and stuff, the block palette and so on, and then it shows up in all the other little builds that go on around it and so on, leaning heavily on my season 3 Lotus base, which is also a free world download on my Discord. Check there's a world downloads channel and they're pinned there. Anyway, so that's the method that I've been trying to work on in the background. I've got it worked out, I think, for the new village that I've been working on. And we're going to go over there and I'm going to build a street. Do you like the new skin, by the way? I made it for on the Lotus SMP. Maddie's having a little pool party at one of her new builds. It also fits well with the current weather we're having in the UK. We're in another heat wave, and I am melting. Anyway, we're here in the new village. So the difference between this and the village from the birthday stream week, it is I've got multiple kind of master copy buildings. That's what I called them last time. This is perhaps not the ideal way that I wanted to do it, but I wanted the different build styles to be more readily apparent in the village hall building. So we've got this from over here, got this from the dwarf building. Oh, hello. What's going on there? That's weird. And then this from over here / there, and then the rest, right? That's the main thing. So this is going to be the main build palette for the most part throughout the village. But I've borrowed stuff, not so much from the dwarf building, actually, in this instance. I'm just now realizing. I'm struggling, actually, to figure out ways to implement the dwarf stuff. But I've managed to sneak in some of this and some of this. So we'll have a look. I'm going to get on with it. Don't know when I'll record after doing this building. Where are we building? We're building here. I'm building basically here up to the bridge. Almost. Up to here, actually. So we've got all this space here we're going to fill in. Not this bit yet. got a special thing to go there, which requires I get further in my lore for this place. And it will pick up when we pick up the story with our little trio of characters, the Fellowship. Yeah, anyway, I need to sleep as well now. So I'm going to go build all this stuff, and then we'll have a little walkthrough afterwards, and we'll look at some of the details and whatnot. Oh, and before I go, here's all the materials for all these builds. Anyway, I'll see you when I'm done. Okay guys, it is 33.1 degrees Celsius, which is 91.6 Fahrenheit currently in my room as I record this, and it's going to be even hotter tomorrow. It's forecast, so I need to get this done. So apologies if it's a little rushed, but it's so hot. I really want to turn my PC off. We're doing the thing I like to do when I finish the build, is walk through it as if I'm in the world, like a person that lives here maybe. Here we go. We have the first street kind of done in Brghthollow. Being 100% honest about this, I quite liked it when I finished designing it, but seeing it in situ now, in context, I'm not sure, honestly. I think maybe I've got another detail pass or two to do to make it fit into the village more. Maybe I need the rest of the village to be here to really make it work. In particular, there's stuff that's going to end up going over here that I think is missing as I come down here. Like if I'm going up this way, I've got the Hanley house at the end of the street this way. This way, we do have the elf tower, but it doesn't reveal itself till you get to the end, right? I don't know. There's just something missing, I guess. There's a until you get here, right? There's just kind of nothing at the end here. I do like this bit though. Maybe that's the problem. The road is too wide. This I like the feel of being in this little alleyway. It's kind of nicely enclosed. Right, a couple of things I've done since. I've tidied up. I did some mini block stuff. I've got armor stands being put in and everything, and I've gone through and I've stuck some glow ink sacks on all the signs. Another thing, when I was designing, I thought I was much closer to the road here, to the path. So I need to come back in and actually, I forgot to do this. Whoops. I was going to come in and like extend the path to the doorway back here. I will get to that. Anything else I've done? I think that's kind of it. Oh, there's a few places where I've got some item frames that I made invisible, which required me updating a resource pack. Anyway, data pack, I mean. Let's start from this side though. Typical, it's raining. Ooh, that's a thunderstorm. I can sleep that away. So, starting on this end. First thing I should say is this is like a high street. There's shops along here. And I've kind of done interiors. I mean, I've done interiors upstairs in every building. I've done fake interior. It's just populating the room with stuff to make it look like it's decorated up there. But in reality, I've done that like since the beginning of my channel, pretty much. But if we start here, we're going the butcher and fishmonger. I haven't come up with names for all these places, but I've just labeled what they are. This is like really low effort interiors. They've all got the same floor for the most part. They've all got the same like little counter with the cash register on there. I've done a little bit of armor stand stuff, but for the most part, it's really low effort. The point being, I don't want to spend forever on this place. If this was like the main thing of this village, I would put so much more time and effort into the interior of a butcher's shop. But it's kind of just, it's window dressing, literally. So as you're walking past, you can see that there's stuff in there. The clothing store, we'll have a look in here. I've just put a bunch of different dyed leather armor on. All these little stands, all these little mannequins and stuff. Also, having put armor stands around, something I did in my starter village is I went back and put some armor stands around which were meant to be residents of the village. I will do that at some point. I still need to figure out how to do the putting skins on the armor stands like we have on the Lotus server. I think it's become much easier to do that now, so I will do that at some point. Yeah, we'll quickly go through each of the shops. The bakery, quite like this one. Got a little the oven in the back. And we've got like a coffee shop and stuff, and some seating. And some stuff on sale. Then we've got, I put wheat as well up here, just felt thematic for the bakery. What's this one? The bookshop. Can't even see this one, but I put some bookshelves in here. I have come back through and put some books in here as well, just for decoration's sake. Then we've got potion ingredients. No, we haven't. We've got the flower shop. This one doesn't have a sign on. I should probably move that because it makes it look like this is the potion ingredient shop. This is the flower shop. Put a little. What do we think about this? I think face on, it looks terrible, but from the side, at a glance, like if I'm going past it, right? Does that work? Just trying to make a different shape. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Flower shop. more low effort. Not even a pattern on this. And then here's the potion ingredient shop. Different stuff. Meant these to look like herbs and not herbs. I guess herbs. I don't know. Whatever you put in potions. Because I can't really, without doing loads more armor stand stuff, couldn't really do like blaze rods and stuff. Maybe and then I brought this over from my town. There's a potion ingredient shop there, and I thought this kind of looks like a spice rack sort of thing. And you put all the little bottles and stuff in there. So I brought that over, and then there's just a potion stand here to make it look like it's a potion place. And then the stuff up here is more nethery. Got the nether mushrooms up there. General store. I realized like when I was putting this kind of another low effort interior in here, what the hell do you get from a general store? What general goods do you get from a general store? I don't know. But there you go, got loads of chests and stuff out here. Then we cross the road and we've got the grocery store. I figure this is going to be a place that's frequented quite a lot. So we've got a community board here on the wall. A little bench as well. I don't know. Then inside, I say low effort. It is low effort again, but this little bit, I thought this was like plastic siding on the counter or whatever. And then this is like the little conveyor belt thing coming up to the till. And we've got a little bag here for bagging up the groceries. Some stuff, whatever that is. Threw in some extra things. I think that's the globe banner pattern. So I made it a nice variation of stuff pinned on the board. And yeah, just stuff in here. I hid some frog lights there for lighting. Got a chest freezer. And I usually do this for fridges. There you go. All that stuff. And some strip lighting. Yeah. Low effort. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. So it's low effort. I'm talking it down. Like I'm excusing myself with it, making excuses. But it's the job is done, right? It's got the job done. If I glance in there, I can see that there's stuff in there. These aren't places that I'm going to be spending a lot of time, right? It's just getting the point across. So, a couple of things that I want to point out in the detailing. For the most part, it's this stuff, right? This is the build that's kind of dictated a lot of this stuff. However, we have got some details that have crept in from the other buildings. So from the Hanley building, more Japanese-inspired architecture, we do have this. We have the front here. We have these windows and kind of the more square bit. And then if we look over here, that's the same front. The window has morphed a little bit, but it's inspired by. It's got a bit bigger. And then we've got the square bit on the top of that. And on the back as well. Oh, that's another thing as well, the backs of these places. There's going to be another building here, another shop. But then the other bits, I'm probably going to stick more trees and stuff around. So maybe I'll cut this back a little bit, make a little backyard sort of thing. These are the shops, so I don't know. But a lot of this will be hidden probably. And then we've got this very minor sort of thing taken from that over there. The little, this is on some of the elf buildings in my elf town that I've done. The little peak on these, what do you call these? The framing around the roof here. Yeah. That, where is it? That's there. I think that's it for the kind of the details from the other builds. I did say before I was struggling to find a way to get this in there. I guess I struggled enough that I forgot by the time I'd finished this designing the street to find a place for it. But I would like to do some of this sort of thing, maybe. Maybe it could have been a thing like this with the window, where maybe we have the yeah, I don't know. We'll find a way in a future build. Oh man. Anyway, it's so hot, and it's only getting hotter as my PC stays on longer. Please let me know what you think about this. I do want to kind of explore it more and show it off more, but it's just, yeah, it's so hot. It's so hot right now. Maybe there's a little sweep through the street. I will be calling it here. Right, next time, fleshing out more of the village. Hopefully I'll have some more lore to share. We'll see. We'll see where I get to with it. I'm making fun progress behind the scenes, but it's not in a position to be shared yet. Okay. I keep trying to sign off, but then I don't. If you wouldn't mind helping me out, please hit like on the video, and if you want to follow what I do here and the stuff I do on the Lotus SMP, maybe you could hit subscribe as well. And thanks, guys. We've got a bunch of new members recently. Thanks to all of you who've become members of the channel. It means so much to me. Seriously, thank you. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.